What's up, spooky fam? Today's video is random horror haul part 4. I'm gonna start things off with something a little less horror related. I did get a record player for Christmas. So I have been collecting vinyls. You guys have seen that I already had my 31 soundtrack and my Fly soundtrack. And on my main channel, I've already unboxed my Dance Gavin Dance Afterburner vinyl. But this is a little stack of vinyls that I've collected over the past little bit, and I'm very excited to show you guys. So this first, and then we'll get into the actual horror haul. If you do enjoy videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out my main channel for reaction videos and all that fun stuff. And let's start this off with one of my new very favorite things to ever exist. I did not think I could love something so much. This is 9 Inch Nails with teeth on vinyl. This is incredible. It's just, I've listened to this front to back, both sides, I should say all 4 sides, so many times now since I've had it, and I just cannot get enough of hearing all the love in the world start. Like, it's just so good. So this one I actually listened to yesterday, and it was transformative for me. Whiplash is one of my very favorite movies, and I finally got the soundtrack on vinyl. And it's incredible. It's just something about not being able to skip the songs is something, you know. Like, I am the kind of person that likes to skip from one song to another really fast and just like hear a little bit here and there, but like to really have to sit there and pay attention and listen, it's so good. Oh, pause, let me just go back to this for a second because I didn't show you guys. On the inside, this is obviously the little booklet that comes with it. This one comes with a little bit of a article, I guess I could say, about the album. And I'm just really excited about this. When I turned to this page and saw all of this, I was just so excited. If you guys couldn't tell, I am a massive 9 Inch Nails fan, and my next vinyl that I have my eyes peeled for is Downward Spiral. And of course Year Zero, which you guys saw me show you in my last random horror haul, I believe. But anyways, I wanted to show you that before I showed you this. When this record starts, it starts off with J.K. Simmons saying, "Now wipe your blood off my drum set." And I was very excited, to say the least, okay? So this, like, it's so good, you know? It's so good, guys. I just love every detail. I love everything about this. I love Whiplash. I know it's a Blumhouse movie, but I love Whiplash. Like, that's probably the best movie that Blumhouse has, like, ever done. Alright, this next one was actually a Christmas gift from my very good friend Deb. She spoiled me this year. Another person that I love very much is Rob Zombie, and she got me American-made music to strip by, you guys. I love this album so much. This has my favorite version of Living Deadgrl on it, and if we open her up, look at how incredible this is. This one doesn't have anything fun inside, but here's another one of my favorite albums, and I'm so excited to own this one. This is the first album that I ordered after getting a record player because I was so excited. Electric Feel, guys. This is MGMT's Oracular Spectacular. Electric Feel. The first time I heard that song, I was like sent to another dimension. And I feel like I've only ever got that feeling once in my life again. And it wasn't from music. But if we open this up, look at this. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but it's like just a spiral. And then here we have the lyrics, the songs printed on. This picture looks so much better in the camera than it does up close. Then finally, 2 albums that I was really excited to collect. I guess we'll start with this one. This is System of a Down, Toxicity. I am a huge System of a Down fan, and when I listened to these for the first time, like on vinyl, like there's just something about hearing the crackling like of the vinyl that is so pleasing to me, but to hear it with songs that I've been listening to for years, like it's just so, it's so satisfying. But these ones have some pretty cool pictures of the band. The light is just gonna glare the hell out of that, but, and then we have that on the back. And then I think this would have to be my favorite System of a Down album of all time. We have Mesmerize. Actually, this and Steal This album, I think. Maybe. But yeah, these are just so amazing. And I've listened to them both front to back, and I love Violent Pornography so much. That's one of my favorite songs. But like, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they do have all the lyrics on both of their records. All right, really quickly before we get into the actual horror stuff, let me just show you Uncut Gems soundtrack. Amazing. All right, I guess we'll start with this because I got this in the mail today. This is just, I have no idea where I'm going to put this yet, but this is, I don't know how well you can see it. It's a poster of Rob Zombie's 31. You guys can grab these, like they're like silk posters, but they have a lot of like movie ones. I have a lot of them hanging up in my apartment, but you can get them between like $3 and $7 on eBay if you just type in like horror movie silk posters, movie silk posters. They all have free shipping on them. They are really cool, and eventually I hope to get them framed. All right, let's talk about another Christmas gift from my very good friend Mary. Mary spoiled me this year. She knows that I love spooky, scary stuff, and she wasn't a fan of this in her house. And I was very happy to, as soon as I saw just this sticking out of the bag, I was like, oh my God, it's Tiffany, it's Tiffany! I walked around work carrying her like this for a little bit, and the customers were like, the fuck are you doing? But I love her so much. You guys have probably seen her on display in my videos. I just groped her inappropriately. I'm so excited about this. I need a matching Chucky doll now, guys. But also, so look, don't talk to me or my son ever again. Also, Mary gave me, she also gifted me this. This is a Marilyn Manson documentary. It is called Birds of Hell. I've never heard of it, but I will add it to my documentary pile right now. All right, I guess I'll put you back where you belong. Okay, just a few more things here. I guess we'll go Criterion Collection next. I finally caved, and I did it, guys. I pulled the trigger and I got me Eraserhead on Criterion. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this. I am a big, massive, huge, gigantic, humongous David Lynch fan. And, you know, Eraserhead, once I learned a little bit more about David Lynch's thought process going into making this movie, I kind of respected it a lot more. But it's a crazy, visceral experience, and I love every minute of it, especially the woman in the radiator. But if we open this up, that is the front. I love Criterion so much. And that is the back. Then we are presented with an incredible book all about the movie. It's a decent size too. And then that is the inside of the movie. All right, last but not least, we have reading material. This is a book that I've already started getting into. This is a book that we got at work. It's not a new book, but one of my coworkers, Heather, was like, this is probably up your alley. It's by Neil Gaiman. It's called Trigger Warning, and there's cats on the cover. So yeah, it's right up my alley. It is a collection of short stories, and I will read you something very quickly because it is just something that made me want to stick with this book. It's basically about trigger warnings, and it says In Neil Gaiman's words, what we read as adults should be read, I think, with no warnings or alerts beyond perhaps enter at your own risk. We need to find out what fiction is, what it means to us, and an experience that is going to be unlike anyone else's experience of the story. And reading that before reading more of the book and some of the short stories, I think was really important. And I think that's a good way to look at things. Just like, don't need any other trigger warnings other than like, enter at your own risk. I appreciate that. Here we have the Reservoir Dogs screenplay. You guys have probably seen this in like the background of my videos, but this is probably one of the coolest things that I ever owned. Like, come on. Come on. There's the, you can hear Stuck in the Middle with you playing when you see them. Can you not? Can you not? All right, and last but not least, this is a magazine that I just picked up at work. I started a magazine collection, I don't know why. I literally at this point collecting everything but like audio tapes, you know, like cassette tapes. But this is just a magazine about witches. It says inside their mysterious world, secrets and spells, famous faces of the craft, and Salem's tragic tales. This is actually a Stephen King produced magazine, which is what drew me to it. But look at this. Witches throughout history in pop culture, like there's just so much in here, and I think it's probably going to be pretty educational, I hope, and not slandering towards the lovely witch culture that I am so fascinated with. I actually have an entire book about the Salem witch trials, and I really should read that one. But that is it for me for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed seeing more non-horror related things in the vinyls. Anyways, don't forget to check out my main channel, and I will see you guys soon. Sayonara, spooky fam.